Hey guys, what is up today? This is Dao Su with Dao Su Plays. We're on episode, I believe, number 18 of our Endless Legends Let's Play, and we've kind of gotten into it with the Necrophages. And last video, I believe, we did take on one of their Guardians and managed to defeat it. And now we're just going to see if we can actually take some of their territory. If I'm not mistaken, we have peace, or at least a Cold War, with the roving clans. They were leery of us because we took one of their cities last game. But we just don't have to worry about them right now. What we have to worry about 100% is the Necrophages to our north. Now, I did figure out that I can start using the teleportation feature that my units have if and when I'm able to activate Glasssteel. But we're just not able to get enough Glasssteel right now because we're using a lot of it for our badass Marines. So with that being said, we don't have anything being built in our capital. Let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Yeah, see, everything is Glasssteel. So we're just going to go with the borough for right now. And hopefully our stores will be rebuilt rather quickly. A booster does cost 40. I don't know if it's really worth that. How are we doing on the... We have two other luxury resources that we could hit here. This would give us plus 100% gold. Is that right? So that's gonna bring us up to 179. And if we hit this, then we will be fervent in most of our cities, which is going to give us a bonus to production, I believe, and to growth. So those are both things that we definitely want to do. We might go ahead and decide to research the next tier of armor, because that way we could design a badass Marine who has Palladian rather than Glasssteel, and we could use the Palladian to construct units when we run out of Glasssteel. Give us more of a balance, in other words. So I'm thinking I might do that. For right now, I would like to maybe buy that Juggernaut there. That might be the thing to do. I don't have any other military. I do have a badass Marine down here in Ursay. He can't teleport right now because, of course, we don't have our Glasssteel booster activated. And I have a Juggernaut in Candaray. Why don't we just have them head up there the old-fashioned way? We'll just set him on a course to Herkuf. And I guess we can safely send this guy up there too, because I don't think the roving clans are going to attack us so soon after making peace with us. So this guy doesn't have any movement points yet. So we'll go ahead and end our turn there. And I did realize that during wintertime I'm going to be getting a lot more of my my chosen resource, or whatever it's called, my sacred resource. So that is one of the benefits of wintertime that we need to keep in mind. We researched a new dust building. I think we have, let's minimize that for right now. Let's minimize that right now. We're getting killed on these legendary deeds and stuff for sure. I think next time I play I might focus on that a little bit harder. But the deal is, actually we did already research that. Okay, so we researched the weapons, but we have not yet researched the armor. We already have the next tier though, so it's a little bit tempting to just kind of jump ahead. Still have quite a bit of the tech tree left to go. I don't think that there's anything we want to backpedal for. I had talked about going for a science victory quite heavily in the beginning. This is good for our trade routes. But I'm thinking that this war with the Necrophages is going to kind of bring things to a head, and that I ought to probably go ahead and focus a little bit on my military. So what do I want to do? I didn't realize that I already had this researched. So I might go ahead and design a Marine who already has this. On the other hand, I could do my Guardian, one of my Guardians. That would help quite a lot with our war. So would this. This would give us... no, not that. Wait. This one does give us 100% attack on units, which is pretty damn helpful. This one would give us +2 army units in our army, so that would also be helpful. What do I want to do here? I think I'd like to get the extractors for the new resources, because then we could kind of skip over some of the other armor. Are there any of these legendary deeds I could do? Be the first to have 50 of each strategic resource. That might be possible. Be the first to have 3 guardians. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get that. Let's see. We first a legendary building. Okay. So I could build this Elder of Auriga. Reduce the cost of diplomatic treaties, plus 50 per level on Throne of Emperors. Can only be built once. So I like our decision to go with that rare metal foundry, because we do have a few of those in our empire right now. We're kind of focusing very heavily on military. I think we can safely stop building military units here for just a minute. We're gonna have our armies start to migrate up there. What is this? Oh man. They keep coming out of here, don't they? Alright, well I suppose we have to do something about that. So rather than have you go up there, I'm gonna have you go to Tavon, and you go to Tavon, because he's probably gonna siege one of my cities here very soon. How about you in Catan? Should I move you to? This is gonna set us back a little bit in terms of our you know what, I'll send you up. We need to send at least 1 unit up. And where else did we get a marine? We got one in Ursay, which is the new city. So I believe that we will go ahead and send him up as well to Tavon. These guys are going to just be a little bit of an annoyance. They're going to kind of stall our army progress a little bit, but that's no big deal. What are we going to build next in Catan? We have quite a lot of dust buildings that we could build. I was thinking about maybe going for one of these, but they cost so many resources. It's very hard to do. Even the winter shelter. Well, these are cheap, and this would definitely help some. I don't know, that's kind of a tough choice, really. This Titan doesn't require any. I tell you what, we've got 60 Palladian. Why don't we go ahead and design a different unit that's going to be able to kind of make use of that resource a little bit more. We'll use the Marine, and we're going to call him the Palladian Marine. Alright, and we're going to... I thought we had researched it, did we not? Yes, we did. Okay. So let's click on that and see here. Here's this tier 1. But that is actually, it's not bad. The tier 2, yeah, it's twice as good as the tier 2. So we're definitely going to go for that. And as far as armor goes, we don't actually have the ability to make armor out of those Palladians yet. So we'll probably just use dust, I think. That's going to give us plus 30% health, plus 30 health, which is not bad. It's not great either. It's going to make them have kind of low health. The tier 2 on this is only plus 12. That's the okay. Actually, the dust is not bad. Yeah, the dust is not bad at all, and we have plenty of dust. So let's use that stuff. And give him some boots. So where's our cost? Okay, so 11 Palladian. It's not bad. Alright, and what trinkets do we want? We could give him a couple of these. That's going to be improved damage. That would be nice. Let's give you that. And then improved life would also be nice, I think. Yeah, so that is the kind of thing that we can build right now. We're not going to get the Techno Lover bonus, but we do have an improved damage, improved life. So 108 damage is pretty damn good. The attack is high enough that he will hit pretty frequently and possibly crit. Could use a little bit higher defense and life, but he's a ranged unit, so I think that'll be okay. So I think in Catan we'll start off with one of those. Yeah, okay. And how about in Hamara up here? Oh no, what do we want to build there? suppose we can go with some of our dust buildings, but man, our glass steel is really holding us back. Are we still market banned? That's what I want to know. And also, why did they make it so hard to see where your burrows are? That's another thing I want to know. Alright, we'll go ahead with that. And let's just take a look at the market real briefly. It looks like we are still banned from the market. I suppose we could try to haggle with the roving clans for reactivation of the market. We'll probably put a pin in that. They got, what did they do? They 20% health regen. That's not good. Alright, do we want to send our 4-stack up? It looks like they need to heal a bit. I wonder if they can heal when they're outside of a city. I believe that they can. Let's go ahead and send them to Herkuf and just have them sit there until the... because I'm sure that the Necrophages is going to send another army quite soon. Alright, well... as far as the hero... I believe what we do is just go ahead and unassign him, but isn't I going to use him up for a few turns? I think it is, but oh well. We'll select him and put him in Hamara for a minute, because we don't want to have to pay for him constantly. And this guy also has a few moves left, so why don't you move up there and join the forces in Hamara, and that'll fill out my army, just these 2 units. And hopefully by then we can reactivate that army. Meanwhile, what do we want to do down here? We're all out of moves. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Alright, Burrow Street's done in Candaray. We'll go ahead and, yeah, we'll do this in just a second. We could actually just auto that, couldn't we? Yeah, let's just auto it. Hopefully we don't lose any units. We didn't, which is excellent. Okay, so we got rid of those guys who were kind of going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. So that was beneficial. Let's go ahead and move these guys up now to the front, because they are going to be fighting off these Necrophages really soon. As soon as they can get up to the front, we're just going to have them all queue up to move into Hamara. Everybody, or Herkuf, excuse me. We're all going to Herkuf. And we'll go ahead and have these guys garrison up. Now I'm assuming that these guys are healing on their own. This Juggernaut has decided that it's now going to take forever since we're already full here. But that's okay. I will give them one more turn to heal, I think, and then we're going to send them into the fray. Now, Candaray is doing pretty well with an absolutely ridiculous production. What do we want to build, though? 10% on terrain with dust. It can only be built once. This is not a great place for this building, I don't think. A plow factory, on the other hand, would be quite nice. But I would like to let our glass steel kind of accumulate, but it's like all the buildings cost glass steel. We'll probably just pop down another burrow. Our happiness is so high that we can really just build all the burrows that we desire. Now they made it so hard to see. Okay, I suppose if I put one here, that'll make this one level 2, which is always good. You always want to level them up if possible. Alright, so that's all we need to do as far as construction. Have a little bit of growth. Titan Bones we will definitely reactivate. Will you take advantage? 500 dust for market ban removal. Alright, I think I'm going to accept that. Alright, well, yeah, we were going to give these guys one more turn. Yeah, Badass Marine is done in Juliarn. Where is Juliarn? I want to see. Okay, so you're done. So we'll go ahead and they're going to work on a canal system, which is fine. We'll send this guy straight up. He's not doing us any good down there. Alright, now I'm going to activate this army. And can I get my... This unit cannot be unassigned for 3 turns. That's what I was afraid of. So we lost our hero for right now. But hopefully by the time we get into meaningful combat, we'll be able to get him back. I just don't like letting him sit there idle and paying for him, you know. So is this their city? It looks like, yeah, okay. So it looks like we can actually get there pretty soon. We have 4 militia guarding the city, but not much else by the look of it. Should we just go for it? I guess we're going to. Yeah, we don't care about the haunch right now. So here's my combat. We're going up against 3 demons, a proliferator, which I'm not sure how that works. I think they have some kind of mind control, and these 2 militia, and we're heavily favored on this. I am going to switch everyone. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Let's go ahead and manual this fight, because it's an important one. It's to take one of their cities. This could be the beginning of the end for these guys if we pull this off. Looks like they are getting a bit of armor, but it also looks like they're going to have to call in reinforcements and not have these guys kind of ready to fight from the start, which is good. Now, my only concern is I do have 4 titans here. Not titans, we call them juggernauts, I believe. And they're just not going to be able to get where they need to go quite fast enough. We could move you here. Why don't we do that? And why don't we move you here? Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. And especially if we can tuck these guys here with this wall to their back, I think that they'll be in a pretty good position to do some damage. Alright, it looks like they have some reinforcements arriving over here. I would like you... You can't get down from there, can you? This is a bit of weird terrain here. I would like you to go march yourself down here. You guys can just go to town on this demon. How many hit points? 267? Alright. We do 110 damage, so, you know, we can kill him in a couple hits. Is this a militia we have down here? Well, this is working out pretty well already. Our exchanges are favoring us pretty heavily. That one was not so great. Okay, he's gonna move out over here and see if he can engage some of these guys. Looks like he'll get a counter. Well, at least they didn't get any splash damage. That's excellent. Gonna get a hit on him. Not great. We got a 40% chance to do regular damage. And the badass Marines are going to carry the DPS as always. Yeah, so he's down. Off to a good start. Militia useless as always. I think we need to give this just a little bit of thought here. This terrain is just a little bit confusing. Okay, so why don't you... Yeah, you move here. And have this guy move here. Is he bugged now? Have him move... They get bugged. Anyway, they're all on aggressive mode, so they're going to head that way anyway. I would like them to do so as efficiently as possible. So he's going to get a hit off on the demon here. Pretty good bit of damage. 0%. Why is that? I suppose he's getting some pretty good buffs from having these people around, and he's also getting a buff from his city. Okay, so this guy's going to get a pretty good buff from being in the forest. But I think my badass Marines will do a bit of damage. Yep, they critted that. That's great. We get another crit, and he's down. And those badass Marines, I guess it's their high attack score, but they really carry the day when it comes to DPS. I believe that's their hero. Now going to engage us and miss. Not too scared of the militia. Alright, yeah, I think we'll just keep things the way they are. This guy is 3 tiles away, so he'll get a hit on their hero. Hopefully we can take out their hero. We might lose this Juggernaut, but his armor seems to be holding up pretty damn well. 70 damage on the hero, countered for 85. It's not terrible. Alright, I'll take it. Did get a little bit of splash damage there, but nothing bad. The hero still has 100 and... Oh. Okay, this is their hero unit. So, yeah. Looks like we might be able to take out the hero. Yep. Alright, we're turning the tides here, guys. We're turning the tides. It looked pretty scary there for a while. It looked like we weren't we were going to embarrass ourselves in our very first Let's Play, but I think that we're going to pull off this battle and take this city, and then from there I'm not sure. I assume that they have some massive force. I'm just going to wait for the hammer to drop, but yeah, okay, just keep at it. Should be able to kill at least the militia. Wow, 141 damage. Of course, they're getting a lot of protection from their armor. That won't last long at this rate. He's out of range of our badass Marines. That's not good. Apparently nope, they're going to get shot off there. These guys, what are you going to do? You're going to move up, probably? No, they are going to get a shot off on the militia. Okay. And even our militia may become relevant here, finally. Yep. 32 damage is something I will definitely take. Alright, I want you to move here so you can get shots off. And you move here so you can get shots off. Other than that, everybody just kind of go to town. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. Got a little bit of a choke point here. No matter. I mean, we're on phase 5, so I think, well, especially if you move there, dude, you're going to be screwed. We almost lost that guy. We may lose him yet. Looks like we've beaten through his armor finally. These guys now are moving up in a little bit of a foolish way. Probably shouldn't have told them to do that. You guys going to go back for the demons, right? Okay. Big damage. Wow. Wow, my militia were totally relevant, guys. Okay, can we do this? If you move here, you can probably get the shot off. This is the last phase, so looks like we might lose. No, we didn't even lose our Juggernaut there, who's now running away apparently. Alright, we just need to get through his armor and then he should be easy to take out. You're going to go around, okay. You guys are going to get critical damage. Can we get critical damage? Apparently not. Maybe you guys can. Looks like he's probably going to live unless... Alright. So we've defeated their army. And we've lost no units. So I'd say that that was incredibly, incredibly successful. Yes, we did lose a unit. My bad. Okay, so Sondir is now ours. And we're probably going to put a pretty strong garrison in there with the expectation that they're going to try and counter us somehow. But so far, I think this was a pretty successful video. I mean, we've expanded to the north. We've got out of our market ban. We've designed a new unit to make use of our Palladian. And I'm just feeling a lot better about this Let's Play. I have to admit, there was a time there when I was pretty sure I was going to embarrass myself and lose, even though it's only on hard mode. But it looks like sticking to it. That's one of the reasons I like doing these Let's Plays. You kind of have to fight things through. If I was playing by myself, the temptation might have been just to quit. And then I would never have known that I'm coming back. Now, having said that, I'm sure that they have a massive army headed for me right now. But we won't find out about that until the next episode. Thank you for joining us. This has been Dalsu on Dalsu Plays. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.